I'm Daniel O'Brien from Chicken Caravan, and in this series I'm showing you different things I'm doing on the farm. Yesterday I showed you the pigs, the day before that I think it was the chickens layer 60. I've also covered the banner grass, our letterbox, which is a chicken caravan, citrus trees. Today I'm going to be talking about our Syntropic rows. Now if you know what Syntropics are and you followed other people that are into Syntropics, they're probably doing a better job than us. We're just learning about them, and I'll do my attempt to explain what Syntropics rows are. So in my definition of it, it's a food forest which will have different types of food trees, but instead of being a forest which is a jungle, it's in a row. So these rows, this is a row which we're going to be putting in. So these rows are running due north-south, so it gets the right amount of sun. So this here is a eucalyptus. Now obviously we don't eat eucalyptus, I'm not a koala, but the eucalyptus will grow up fast and it will shade something else. So we've got a variety of trees that they're planted very close like they would be in a jungle, and they sort of protect each other rather than having one tree 9.3 meters away from the next tree in a tree guard. We're trying to plant them really close so they can actually protect each other, and they'll grow at different stages. So then we've got here a little banana tree, and we're going to be planting out different things in these rows. So this row was it's not all the way even planted out yet. So we're still learning about Syntropics. I think it will be something that, not a fad, I don't like fads that sort of come and go. I want to call it a trend. You might, if this is the first time you've heard about Syntropics and you're in the space of like growing your own food or permaculture or agriculture or whatever you want to call this industry, I think it's something we're going to hear a lot more of, because they're now using Syntropics commercially to grow commercial crops, and they're getting faster grow rates with the trees. So some crops, like you might put a tree in and it might be 2 or 3 years before you actually get fruit off it, like citrus or avocado or macadamia or whatever. I'm not really an orchardist, that's probably not the right word. So I know a little bit about them, but not heaps, about like trees and like having orchards. But they've found they're getting better results because the trees are coming up faster and they've got other trees around them to protect them, so they're less susceptible to the elements. And what you've got your main row, which are trees, and then just outside of that, because you've got a little bit of shade, you can do a crop of like corn or maybe sunflower or lettuce or something else. So you're creating sort of like little microclimates, micro environments. So what we've got here, I'll just spin the camera around. We've got this thing, which I planted these eucalyptus trees, I think September 2021. And I just planted them out. I think I've got videos of me planting them out, or maybe it was the banner grass in between. And I didn't know at the time, an absolute fluke, this is pretty well due north-south. I just thought I want to put some trees. I sort of picked the middle of the paddock and I put them in, and we're like, okay, let's just make that the first Syntropic row. So we do have a fig. It's a native fig. I think it is an edible fig. I forget what type it is. Someone can look at the leaf there and go, I know what that type is, and you can put in the comments. It's got a bit of a furry leaf. I don't know, that helps you diagnose it. So we've got some fig and then eucalypts, and we've obviously got some weeds through there, but we'll mulch and sort them out. So we used that as the first row, and then I forget how many meters we came, then we made the second row, and we've literally just put down like wood chip, like bark chip, to know where the rows are. Grass will grow in them, but what will happen when the trees grow up and they're shaded, grass doesn't like growing in like full shade. And that's what this jungle, this row, this food forest, Syntropics row will be. And then we've got another row, and we've got 2 more there. And you can see, because I knew we were putting the Syntropic rows, this little green patch, you can see it's not as green over there, but this green patch here, where I'm sort of showing you with my hand, I had the chickens there for quite a while. I knew these rows were coming in. I wanted to put down a lot of nutrients, so I left the chickens there. Probably overgrazed it, but I knew that it would come back super green. These are some avocados that came up by themselves. We will attempt to dig them out. That one's small. That one's a bit bigger. We will attempt to dig them out and put them into the rows. So that's the Syntropic rows here on the farm. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've learnt a little bit more about our farm. I wanted to tell you about our Chicken Caravan 10. It holds 10 chickens. It's got roll-away nesting boxes, so it keeps your eggs really clean. Lets your chickens out in the morning and locks them away at night. This thing's got a built-in feeder and drinker for 10 chickens. Okay, I get it. You might go, hey, 10 chickens, I want more than that. We also make one for 30 chickens. It's got the same deal. It locks them away at night, lets them out in the morning, got a roll-away nesting box, got feeder and drinker. Check it out at chickencaravan.com. Thanks for watching.